What is up, my friends? Apologies that this is a bad news video. I hate to make them, but just as we finished our content tonight, news broke from The Athletic that Chelsea have submitted a £48 million offer, including add-ons, to Southampton for, Romeo Lavia, meaning we're up a certain creek without a paddle, and I'm going to tell you what we know. Of course, ask you guys to let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do drop a like on the video, as much as there's nothing to like about what I'm going to say. And of course, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Right now, to say that I am apoplectic with anger is an understatement. What I'm going to tell you tonight will probably just increase your own frustrations around the owners and this tragic transfer window, because that's what it is. It's a joke. You know it, I know it, world football knows it, and now we could be just about to lose the target that we've spent the entire summer trying to sign. So, late tonight, The Athletic put out a piece that said, tonight, being it Wednesday night, Chelsea submitted an offer of £48 million, including add-ons, for Romeo Lavia from Southampton. I'm not sure where we're at with regard to that offer being accepted or not. I truly don't know as I sit here recording this. But David Ornstein went on to say, Liverpool had a third bid of around £46 million rejected for Lavia. Southampton, however, value the 19-year-old at £50 million. And this is the really, really worrying line, which is seen by Liverpool as too high a figure. I'm going to give you some more information from the article now because, as I said, this only came out recently. He did write, Southampton received a £48 million offer, including add-ons from Chelsea for midfielder Romeo Lavia. The West London club's bid arrived on Wednesday night, so as I said to you guys, just when we were live, that bid went in. We only found out about it when we were finished, hence the reason I'm back on here. David goes on to say, The Athletic reported on August 7th that Liverpool indeed had a third bid rejected. Southampton value him at 19 or 50 million, as we said, and Liverpool don't want to pay that much for a 19-year-old. So where does that leave us? Well, it leaves us up a certain well-known creek without a paddle, and once again becoming the potential laughingstock of the Premier League. These owners are a disgrace. These owners are sitting in Boston while you and I and many other Liverpool fans around the globe are blowing steam out of our ears right now, trying to figure out how this window that promised so much has delivered so little other than potential heartache. We are 4 days away from the campaign getting underway, and we have still no recognised central midfielder in a defensive position. And we are looking at Chelsea now, who have triggered Tyler Adams' release clause, who have signed player after player after player, who are going after Caicedo, and now they're trying to gazump us. Now, I can tell you that Romeo Lavia would love to play for Liverpool because it's been widely reported. I can tell you that the player's family and his representatives would love to have him at Liverpool. But what I can't tell you is why the deal hasn't been done, other than because John W. Henry and FSG are cheap and are spoofers. Now, if indeed David Ornstein is right and Liverpool just don't value him at 50 million, why have we been wasting our time? Because if you can value him at 46, it's not that big of a leap to get to 50. So if you're willing to go all that way and then walk away, it once again shows us that our owners are pathetic. They did it with Tchouaméni. They did it with Bellingham. They've done it with player after player, dangled it in front of us, ripped it away because they're cheap. Now, I don't know if Jamie Carragher is correct in his assessment that Liverpool want Tchouaméni. In fact, I'd be over the moon if that was the case, but only if it ends up with Tchouaméni at Anfield. Chelsea right now mean business. Spurs have signed Van de Ven today. They're going out to do more business. United to do more business. And we're sitting here trying to figure out, are we going to lose a 19-year-old to Chelsea? It is embarrassing, and we deserve better. I'll read more from this piece now. He says, Alexis McAllister and Dominic Szoboszlai have joined the ranks at Liverpool this window. Goes on to speak about blah, 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 blah. As well as losing Fabinho and captain Jordan Henderson, James Milner, Naby Keita, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain all left the club when their contracts expired, while Fabio Carvalho moved on loan to Leipzig. 8 players out, 2 players in. Remember, the opposition that outdid us last season, they're not sitting on their hands. They're continuing to step further and further away from us while we're relying on what? 22 players. 22 first team players registered. It is a joke. I don't know what is going to take for these owners to be called out by every single Liverpool fan on the planet. But right now, they are taking the piss. Look, if they don't value him at 50 million, fine. But what's plan B? And where have the bids been? Why haven't the bids been going in left, right and centre? Because this bid was rejected days ago. What have we done since then? What is George Schmadtke doing? What is Klopp doing? And what is the rest of the recruitment team doing? This is pathetic. You all thought that I was taking the piss earlier on when I said about Jurgen Klopp potentially walking away, even though it was reported in the media. Do you think this is going to calm Jurgen down a little bit? Or perhaps increase his frustration? Now, I don't mean to be having a pop at you guys. Of course, you're not the object of my frustration. It is squarely at the owner's feet. We cannot lose out on Lavia unless we go in there and make a big statement signing. So if indeed Liverpool want Tchouaméni, I hope we hear news of an offer soon. Because whether Real Madrid reject it or accept it, or even willing to negotiate, we need to find out the answer to that soon. This could all end up with Romeo Lavia coming to Liverpool. But if what David Ornstein said is correct and we don't want to pay the 50 million or don't value him at 50 million, what are we going to do? Where are Liverpool going to turn to next? Because if you're like me, you believe we're going to go one way. And that's for a cheaper option. For a Ryan Gravenberch. For a Kone. For somebody that is less than the money that we'd need to spend. Tchouaméni seems like a pipe dream to me. We know Klopp would love him. Hell, we'd all love him. But he chose Real Madrid, and that's where he currently plays. We can't afford to sit around and wait to see if they bid for Mbappe so we can potentially try to get Tchouaméni. Action is required, and it is required now. We are going to have another catastrophic season if we don't add the personnel that we need to. So whatever you need to do, wherever you are, get on social media, let your thoughts be known. Change your profile pictures to FSG out. We're going to do it at Anfield Agenda. We encourage you to do the same because this is unacceptable. We are Liverpool Football Club and we are being ran like a mid-table French team. It is embarrassing and it is not befitting of a club of the stature of Liverpool. Carragher was right in his assessment calling this an embarrassment. And the biggest indictment of all of this is when we started around the 40 mark to get to 46 with 3 bids. Why are we still here? If we don't want to pay the 50, do something else. But each hour and each day that goes by is a day that the prices are going to go up. It's a day where the teams that we're going to try and bring a player in from have to find an alternative for themselves. And you will pay for that. So right now, I'm frustrated. I'm scared. I'm annoyed. And I'm wondering how you guys are feeling. So let me know in the comment section. We'll see how this pans out. I will see you same time, same place tomorrow. I hope we have some better news because right now I can feel the anger and frustration from my fellow fans and it is very much deserved. Over to you.